Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we're playing some ZYRA mid into a Corki with Conquer and Ignite. ZYRA is, of course, known to mostly be a support character. When you play her mid lane, you can reach your spike points faster, and with like bot lane, usually people will go for things like Rylai's and Liandry's because you can deal decent damage with plants. But the problem is, oh wow, these plants are gonna actually go kind of crazy here because they both spawned at like the perfect timing for me. Anyways, ZYRA, because you can spawn these plants, it just takes one single hit to like trigger your stuff like Liandry's, and then Rylai's, of course, is nice to slow people down. But because we're a solo laner, that means we just get more money than support, unless, of course, like support just like getting kills all the time or something, but that's pretty uncommon. For mid lane, you can harass decently. I feel like killing people is the really challenging part with my character. Dude, this sucks. This is so awkward. I mean, I'm trying to kill this guy because he's going for my teammate, but... Okay, cool. He'll die here. Nice. So what happened is at least the Rumble was able to get a slow off on him, so I could like continue chasing the Corki because he has Ignite. I didn't want to like overstep too much, but I knew that he was kind of super hyper fixated on making sure that he was going to kill that Kha'Zix because the Kha'Zix was so low and flashless. But the plants, they die somewhat quickly to damage over time effects. Otherwise, they take 2 auto attacks, so like Corki doesn't... maybe his E, because Corki E is kind of a damage over time effect, could maybe shred through them. It's kind of important to know those types of things because some champions can get rid of your plants so quickly, and your plants are such an important part of your kit to kill people that you can't fight them. Like Brand Passive just completely shreds all of your plants, even if you use your ultimate, because your ultimate empowers them later on. But your W spawns these little guys. They don't cost any mana. You also get back a lot of the cooldown whenever things die. So what you can do is that you can like put down plants with these seeds, and then as you continue CSing, you can get more. For the style of plants, you have 2 of them. Whenever you use your Q near it, it's a range plant. When you use your E, it's a melee plant. But the melee plants also do a slowing effect. And the slowing effect stacks up to like 2 times, so they get really, really slow if you can ever utilize that. But otherwise, you can kind of spawn them all the time. Also, killing a cannon gives you back a full seed. But the gist of it is really you just like can spawn these over and over again and do stuff like this, where you see how I just did like about 200 damage worth of just using my ability and just letting the plants hit him. Of course, if I do this frequently, I'll go out of mana eventually, but because we, of course, have blue buff, it doesn't really matter right now. Also, I feel kind of fast for some reason. I'm not really sure why. My movement speed feels kind of absurd, even though it's just regular boots. I definitely don't think I'm very fast. We'll just hit him with Comet there. What's kind of nice about Comet is that the Comet CD goes lower as you hit people with abilities, and getting hit by a plant actually counts for getting hit by an ability, which is pretty convenient. So yeah, he can't really harass us. So I thought that this matchup maybe could be challenging, but it turns out that it isn't, really. You see how the slowing effect is like slowing him down so much that he's trying to like do something, but he's not paying attention to it, and then like the damage starts adding up so quickly. I was gonna use Q there. Yeah, honestly, having a big mana pool kind of makes ZYRA like super, super, super brain dead, because I mean you can kind of just like spam however you wish, but dude, and Kha'Zix got the kill. All right, well, this is a very good early game so far. My bot lane is losing, but we're good to go. For your E and your Q, there's like 2 areas, so just be aware that the area for spawning your plants is kind of large. For both of them, it's the bigger box is showing like the range of a seed that is near it will cause that to happen. My ultimate's really short range, but it is a massive AoE. It doesn't really deal the best damage, but it does make all of your plants It says that they attack for 50% bonus damage. That could be true, but they also attack much faster, and I don't know if they just worded it incorrectly, but they attack really quickly, and they become stronger. So just know that it's very useful having plants hopefully in an area and then using your ultimate on top of it, because if you can't do that, then it's kind of difficult to kill people besides having to get them super low beforehand and then fighting afterwards. Anyways, we're just gonna TP back and just start, like, clearing this out. Put a ward down. There's a chance that, honestly, Corki went topside. Maybe. Oh yeah, he did, and he's also diving. And I probably can't get there fast enough at this point, I think. But what I can do is that if I start shoving out and Kha'Zix's got the counter gank, Corki's setting himself up to be really, 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 really far behind for the rest of the game. I'm just going to start rotating up again, because maybe they will be so low that I can kill after. Ooh, nice stun. It's not the easiest to chase people on my character, by the way, so... Nice. Thankfully, she didn't have any of her abilities up, so of course that makes it much, much easier. But, like, if she got to this position and was able to run and I didn't land a slow or my E, she's basically just gone. Like, ZYRA's chase potential is really, really, really bad. It doesn't really exist. Maybe with Rylai's it can, but of course we don't have that. I could probably spam my plants even more frequently than I am. Dude, I have so many out. Jeez. Dude, I feel like the Corki rotated bot again. Like, he's just running rampant everywhere. Yeah, I can't kill him. My E missed, so if my E misses and he doesn't get snared, there's nothing that I can do. My plan still did a lot of damage, but there's no way with after I land that. But the good news is that at least I can collect the wave, because otherwise nobody would have been able to get this, and at least my teammates also survived too. It's pretty big. We have our Blackfire Torch, so finally I have something where I can just spawn one single plant to hit somebody one time. That will cause the burn effect onto them, and then if we just do that over and over again, it kind of starts adding up very quickly. Okay, this guy just went forward, so that was kind of aggressive. They're ignoring my plants kind of hard, so I am just dishing out some decent damage here. We saw Maokai was around mid. Overall, it's going well, though. We'll just go get our Blackfire Torch now. This will also give us, like, a pretty substantial mana pool. My top lane is starting to also pop off very hard, which, of course, is very convenient. You can sometimes one-shot people if they face check you, depending on the champion that they're playing, if they don't have a dash as well. Like, if I have some seeds inside of a brush, and then somebody face checks me and I land my snare, and use my ultimate immediately, and they're just getting barraged by the plants, the damage can kind of add up. Dude, I feel like one thing that would be kind of cool, I feel like ZYRA, if she was to get, like, a slight nah, actually, that would be too broken. I take it back. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it in a realistic manner that it's smart to do, at least, which is, I was going to be like, dude, how cool would it be if rather than they just, like, did damage, they, like, applied a stacking burn, and then the more plants get hit by, the more effective the burn gets. But I just realized that probably would make it so burn builds on her become even more broken, so that'd be really dumb because of items already can be so broken on some characters that it would kind of streamline her to only have one build path, so that does make more sense. So, if I just do this, Like, when he steps up for minions, you see how much damage he's taking? He just took like 300 just from not even landing a single ability onto him. It's just plants plus the Blackfire Torch, and that's it. And it does that much damage. And you can do that every single wave. And then eventually, when you have Liandry's, you'll have another way of doing it, right? Oh, I missed the cannon, really? There's a Maokai sapling in there. You can also do this for, like, control of an area. Like, the enemy team will try to walk up and do stuff, but you can always just put down, like, one plant just to, like, get vision sometimes and see them. They're just doing the dragon. Do we want to fight it? No? Okay. We won't. I mean, I'm, like, here and stuff, but... if nobody's really ready for it, then obviously I'm not going to, like, go in or anything. There's no reason to. We can just spawn a plant here. Oh, dang, I was hoping that maybe the Corki would rotate this way, but... I can still do this, just to, like, get him again, though. The plants kind of just target closest target unless you auto-attack, or you have to land the ability itself. That guy dies. My Kha'Zix barely survives, but I was able to land the snare, so I feel like I kind of influenced helping a little bit there. Oh, geez. Yeah, I mean, I'm only dead because I got hit by the Mbessa ultimate. If I didn't get hit by that, I think that I could have flashed towards her and stayed in that area, and those plants probably could have maybe carried me, so I'm super sad that I didn't just flash that earlier, but that's okay. I mean, we're still so fed this game. The game's in my opinion, good spot, because I also feel like ZYRA can fall behind if you just get camped, and then, I don't know, maybe your versus a more difficult matchup than this, but because we already have an advantage, ZYRA is always useful, because she's like kind of like Brand, where as a support, even if you die over and over again on ZYRA, as long as you just build Liandry's or Rylai's, your use is amazing, right? You will always be able to just throw out some plants and deal % damage to people with that, or slow them. Meanwhile, I'm even more fed than that, so my use is going to be even more ridiculous. Just damaging him a little bit, making it annoying for him to step up, of course, because we're just playing a character pick that we always want to be just barraging them with our abilities. I feel as though we probably want to go Liandry's next. I don't think Rylai's is really necessary. I feel as though if we were to fight this... then I have to have them all walk in like that, but, I mean, I only was able to kill one. You can kind of dish out a lot of AoE damage, but the problem is that they're not really, like, grouping up really just yet in such a way that makes it easy for me. I also didn't really like that I had to burn my flash to escape. I was hoping to just kill Maokai and not have to burn flash, but I felt forced to just because it seemed like I was most likely going to get caught by his W, and then that would like take him out of the area that I was in. I was a little bit scared about that, but at least we got somebody, I guess. I also got blue buff. We'll just drop down some plants so Corki just gets damaged again. Ooh, I even hit my Q onto him, too, for other big damage. Yeah, your Q becomes very, very, very spammable. I can just send a plant over there just to make it so I get his support item, because the support item makes him take less damage, and it has a long cooldown, so now he doesn't have it for a bit. I missed my snare, and nobody's able to get on them. I'm gonna die, but I put down a plant, and also I was able to land a double AoE hit, so I feel like it was enough. I'm also a character that, honestly, you can kind of... similar... I feel like she's, like, not the same as Brand at all, but yet has a very similar thing where, like, your plants are considered the damage over time effect, kind of like Brand has that. You can just go into a team fight, drop everything, and if you have, like, enough burn items, you usually can influence the fight, even if you die, in such a good way that you'll usually help them win the fight. I mean, it definitely helps that my teammates are popping off and stuff, but just seeing how I got collapsed on super hard and then I just throw down everything and I still was able to, like, dish out some damage just reminded me of that. Because some characters, like, have just blow everything into a team fight, and if it is successful, you just win. And then there's, like, characters like Zoe, where if you go into a team fight, blow everything, hit stuff, but then you die, usually it's probably not enough to win, because after you die, you don't have anything left, but for ZYRA, usually you will have, like, some plants out or something. Just continue spawning the plants to damage them. We see that there's a fight going on that I can definitely rotate to. That guy flashes. I'm okay here. The Recon can't go for me or anything. The Corki went topside to kill the Irelia because she's popping off too hard and the Ambessa just can't handle it. We almost have our item. This Ezreal doesn't have a flash anymore, but still, like, killing these guys is kind of challenging unless I once again get, like, a face check opportunity. Not to mention, some of them are kind of tanky, too. See, he kills my plants, but look how much damage he just took. 250? And now I have Liandry, so my plants will just, deal even more. We just play for neutrals. We'll just probably play for Baron. ZYRA's okay at doing Baron, because ZYRA can, of course, set up a bunch of plants and then use her ultimate to make them deal a lot, and the consistent damage from it is pretty good. So not that bad of a character to do that. I feel like I almost want Sweeper, because if I have a Sweeper, I can just sit in a brush somewhere and hope that somebody just walks in. He's Ward. We see Maokai. Whoa, what? That Rumble ultimate was so early on. Okay, then. Well, I only have one plant down, but whatever, I guess. That's all I can really do. This person's getting slowed. I know that I have some plants down. I'm probably screwed just because there's too much going on. I mean, she kind of just brute force killed me. It sucks that I didn't get hit by the Ambessa ultimate, but it kind of brought her straight to me. Still, though, we dished out 2,000 damage. One thing that I definitely know that I don't do the best on ZYRA is that saving my plants for my ultimate, because when I use my ultimate, I didn't really have any plants out, and that meant that when I used my ult, I didn't really, like, buff any, necessarily. I don't know about the decision of killing that guy, but okay. Corki's gotten massive, massive shutdowns from this Irelia kind of getting herself killed, but that's okay. You're honestly so fed that... And I feel like our team comp is strong enough that it won't, like, be that disastrous. Dude, why are these guys going so much magic resist? We have a Rumble support and a ZYRA. That's it. Our top lane is AD, hard AD, you know. Like, Irelia literally does basically all physical damage when she does a build like that. And then Kha'Zix and a Vayne, and he went... Magic resist? Yeah, I guess I'm just that scary combined with Rumble to need an Abyssal Mask. Abyssal Mask also increases the damage dealt with magic damage, and his, like, entire team is, like, mostly physical. I don't understand the Abyssal Mask whatsoever. Like, his... His team is not even magic damage. Why are you hitting me? Actually, I guess that was, like, okay to hit me. I thought he was maybe gonna miss the thing, honestly. Anyways, I am honestly already chunked and I'm just gonna base because I'm not really comfortable with being this low. I do have TP available, so I'll probably just have to go topside here. I will buy a sweeper because I did mention earlier about how I feel as though I could probably abuse some brush camping, because I think if I sit inside of a brush, I probably can kill people. That being said, though, we also can just try to do the objective. If they send a bunch of people to try to kill Irelia bot side. I don't really want to use my ultimate to do this, though, because I only have a couple plants down, and it doesn't really, like, deal that much. Yeah, this is, like, not a good fight, I feel. I need a flash, otherwise I, like, die. I already knew that this fight was going to be bad. I don't understand that. As soon as they walk up, we should just be backing off, because there's no reason when they have, like, good poke champions to go in. It's fine, though. At least I didn't die in the end, I guess. I'm just going to grab all these Infernal Shards because they give us CDR. The dragon is coming up. I have top wave, like, somewhat shoved. I'm just gonna go Bloodletters because it will give me some survivability, some ability haste, which is nice, and it will also shred their magic resist a little bit. Void Staff would technically deal more, but this will also, I guess, make Rumble deal a little bit more, too. Also, I kind of just like the tankiness of it, because I don't really have any tanky... I feel forced to build magic resist, but I also kind of want Azania's because I feel like I'm dying frequently, and, yeah. Cool, I got CC'd. I knew I was gonna get hit by this. The Kha'Zix and, Rumble also are, like, looking over this wall. Okay, it's okay, guys. Nobody wanted to collapse on the Mbessa that's just ulting in. I thought that we're on the same page. You know, I should use my pings more often. Honestly, I feel like if I just, like, dictated what people should be doing, I feel like we could probably, influence the fights even better. If I just did on the way ping towards this over and over again, then I probably could have, caused Kha'Zix to kill her with me, so then I wouldn't die and be able to assist further. Yeah, we have a lot of assists. This Vayne has only been part of 3 kills, but, I mean... she kind of has been behind, and she's going like a pure damage crit Vayne build that usually is not really the easiest to play because Vayne's a super swishy character, so most likely the best way to play her is consistently by going on hit. After you go on hit, you build full tank. Well, okay, not full tank, but just tank items like Jackshow and stuff and Wit's End to make yourself hit so you don't die. And then you still dish out a ton because you still have, like, Winsu's to deal damage with your Silver Bolts and stuff. So, is it possible to beat Mbessa in a 1v1? Yeah, but is it feasible? Probably not. Like, it's gonna be not the easiest to do. Oh. Corki. I could probably beat Corki too, but... the team is getting caught hard. I just went bot lane because I have TP, so I can, like, join in, but... the team is kind of getting killed to the point that I guess that we're just gonna, like, lose Baron unless I TP over, so I guess I'll have to do that. Otherwise, we just lose it. We'll just ulti here. It's a big AoE ult, so that was a pretty efficient one. I have my plants killing. Plants everywhere. Good AoE. They don't have anybody to probably take this, so now we get it. The Corki, if you didn't know, I also dropped one plant. I don't know if it scared him off, but I dropped a plant in hopes of making it so he didn't want to rotate to this fight. And I think that it did stall him for a little bit. I don't know where this guy is going, but as I mentioned, ZYRA's chase is, like, terrible. He's slowed, so he can't move very easily. I take a ridiculous amount of damage, but my plants will kill... Oh my gosh, he exploded everywhere. I'm gonna grab all of this. Hello? Bloodletters is done. The Ezreal... Oh no, he did not sell. He has Merc Treads, got it. I'm kind of down to go Rylai's and just not have Azanias. I guess we'll just be tanky through having a bunch of HP. That sounds pretty nice. Dragon is coming up pretty soon. I'm just going to start this because I don't really have anything to do right now, and I'm just kind of waiting around for it because I have to be here to get it. So we have that. Our plants deal 130 each hit. The plant damage also is like the same for both types of plants, so be aware that it doesn't really matter if you which plant you use, but obviously I recommend using the, you know, range versus melee, but just don't care about the damage output of it. Dang, dude, well played. She has flash and I don't. You got me. It's my fault. I could probably survive if I use my ultimate better. I think that was my fault. If I use my ultimate where I walk over it, then I can survive, I think. Also, I rarely just like hero play, but hey, if she can hero play and win, then good on her, I guess. I feel like hero play is like never worth it. In our case, we just got caught, where I thought that I could probably survive if I use everything to get away from Ambessa, but she has flash, so I just lose because of that. Why? Yeah, Rumble does die frequently, but I'm not too worried about the game just yet. Maybe I do not go Rylai's. The Zhonya's is going to be the only efficient thing versus Ambessa. It's just that I can't survive her burst if I get hit one single time. I just die immediately. We kind of all lost Baron too, so that is a super useless Baron that we had. Oh, we'll just ulti this guy with the plants, because we can keep him locked down long enough to, It would kill him if he didn't flash away, because the plants will continue slowing him, and he would be stuck, and then he would get knocked up as well. But because he had flash, he was able to escape. Still, though, we got flash by just using my R, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want to be doing. We use our abilities to trap them, and then they're stuck inside the plants, and if they can't escape the plants, they die. Otherwise, they must flash or commit some other thing. But for Maokai, he only can use his W, and he needs something to W, so that makes it very easy to do it to him. We can't really do it to Ezreal or Corki very easily, because you know what? We might be able to land, I guess, a snare, and the snare might last long enough to knock them up, possibly, if I do everything fast enough, I guess. That'd be, like, the only way. I'm just gonna spawn some plants around just to, like, see if anybody's in the area, because I was gonna go topside, but maybe I should just stay around mid, because it looks like a fight might break out. Because Rumble was looking hard. Now that I see that she's just gonna die bot side, I'll just continue shoving out top, because I have nothing better to do. I could TP down and try to help her outplay, but, I mean, it's gonna be the entire enemy team down there. They're going to commit everything to try to kill Ezreal, which is good because he tried to solo defend, but if we burn all our sums to try to kill him, that's obviously going to create issues. I have just plants out. I feel like this guy can't stop us from taking this. That doesn't land? Somebody tell me how. Like, what? Okay, we did not get it. Seriously? I'm surprised that we weren't able to, but whatever. I almost killed a lot of people, but I did not. I slowed that guy on the way out. Should be fine here. We have Seekers now. So in the future, if I get hit by Mbess, I should be okay. Landry's has done 3.5k. If my E lands on Maokai, I was going to ulti afterwards, because if my E lands, then, I mean, he just, once again, he's stuck. The plants kind of dish out a ton of damage. If they ignore it, then they're going to start taking a lot. Although I guess she does have some lifesteal, huh? Not lifesteal, but she just heals from like using her abilities. They're doing it. I do have... I'm just going to try to damage the Maokai for now. That guy dies. That person's probably gonna die. I can try to fight her, though. There's no reason not to. I mean, I still have my Zhonya's, too. I don't even know if I need to use it, though. Because I had a feeling she just wouldn't be able to deal enough to win. I could probably just TP to end. I'll just TP, like, here, so a little bit further out. If Corki wants to jump on me immediately, he can. I still have Zhonya's, too. So I'll just wait for him to jump on me here. So he'll Valk forward, and then when he does that, I'll just use my Zhonya's like this. But he did flash away in such a way that made it so I unfortunately would have still died, because he once again got away from my thing. I'll die, probably, but... Oh, never mind, I won't die. Oh, the minions get me, but it's okay. Still get the win. So yeah, that was the ZYRA mid lane. I imagine that our damage dealt should be really, really good this game. I feel like I did what I needed to do to win. Your KDAs are not going to be too crazy, probably for like kills and stuff. You could like have an occasional really crazy good game, but in our case, it's going to be mostly about like the utility of just like slowly poking people out. So you can see that my damage dealt was very high, despite not having as many kills as my other teammates, and also them being able to like hit their opponent. And also look how much more money they had than me, 5,000 gold. If I had 5k more, then I could probably like out DPS, but because we're playing ZYRA and we could poke so frequently with our items, then that's just super good. Maybe I'll even try to do a game too, but thanks for watching. See you guys later. Have a great day. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to the ZYRA in Arena. We have a Yuumi on our team, which probably is pretty bad for ZYRA, because I feel like Yuumi pairs well with usually tanky characters, or characters that are maybe even like 80 carries for their consistent damage, but I'm pretty sure ZYRA is not really one of those picks that is very good in this type of situation. I'm gonna try to make myself tanky. We have Desecrator. Desecrator is the one that it is CCing, will give us Curse Power. Curse Power, hopefully, if I can get it high, will give me armor and magic resist. So I feel like that's probably one of the best possible things I could have ever gotten. The worst part about everything here is that like I can't even efficiently like land my E very frequently. It sucks. Like there's two, right? But I need to land it a lot to be able to actually get the curse power. I still need to do it 2 more times. Okay, I did land it there too, because I feel like there's no way to win. Oh, I really missed that. Okay, I landed that root, which is really good. Even though we died, we got the stacks that we wanted. We got the 50. That is exactly what we wished for. So, we have a little bit more curse power. That's going to give us about 13 armor and magic resist. If I do that every single round, we will get strong enough to probably be able to maybe utilize Yumi where she can keep me alive while I just try to, like, ramp up damage. We probably need something that's damage stacking. If we don't get any damage stacking, we'll never be able to kill the tanky characters like Mundo. Damage stacking would be like Rune Carver, Infernal Conduit, Detonation Orb. The things that have damage be, like, stored, basically. So then, anybody that I can't kill immediately will eventually get killed. Do I care about getting more CDR? Probably not right now. We will be patient and wait. So Rakan is going to be able to hit us very hard. My Yumi, of course, has, like, really good heal and shield power, so she will be very useless, or useless, very useful with her shielding, at least. It's okay. I guess if we got, like, crazy high AP, we could maybe get away with not needing the other thing. Okay, cool. Landed one single snare there. That's huge. I landed 2 snares. That actually counts. We'll just go to the other side first, just so we can get away from them for now. I snared Rakan before he hit me, so I was able to deal decent damage there. I'm trying to kill the Rumble, but it's so challenging. That being said, though, that was probably the best possible chance of us fighting that, and we are still getting so much armor and magic resist, which is amazing. Let's hope that we get very lucky here for our next thing that we get, because next thing is prismatic item, and this is the real important part of the game. Wow, it gave us not good stuff whatsoever. I mean, I have tankiness, if I cared about that. Rune Carver, yo, great news. The Rune Carver is probably one of the best possible things we could ever get, because all we do is run away with Yumi, so we're going to be stacking it very well, and I will slowly get stronger and stronger. She even has that. Is that something that she needs to detach to use, or can she use it while attached to me? I actually don't know. She has phenomenal evil, but that doesn't really matter. This Twitch is going to be very threatening. I was wondering if they would be in that corner, but I guess not. Oh, we'll just go to the other side. He's, like, trying to ulti, but it doesn't really matter. We don't have to fight them. Wait, she detached. I mean, you still had your ring. You could just use that. I just want to ulti just to get CC off, really, but... even if I get berserked, it doesn't really matter. What matters is getting away from this Twitch who's constantly auto-attacking me. I can't get any of those, really. Well, oh well. Pretty decent damage. I think that, unfortunately, Yumi can't get the other thing, so we will probably lose this one, too, but... oh, wait, you maybe get one kill. Nice. You're probably still dead, though, because Reaper is just infinitely stacks. We were able to stack again with our Rune Carvers, so again, another perfect round of just getting really high stats to make it so later on I'll hopefully be tanky. Now, what do I want? Because Rune Carver means that we don't necessarily need to have Burn. We probably can get away with not having Burn. Probably CDR for spam or just Rod of Ages just to make it so I am quite tanky. Let's just buy any item. Yeah, I just kind of want to save up my money to probably get another Prismatic, not gonna lie. I feel like that's really what I want. Let's just get more stacks. I mean, I need to be hitting people all the time, really. Decent damage. I rooted her. Do we lose just because of the amount of plants that they got? No, right? You know what? I actually need a flashback in. Also, the ZYRA, unfortunately, or not ZYRA, but the Karma's probably not going to die. Oh, no, she is. Cool. We actually win this. Holy crap. Well played. I also didn't die. Phew. Okay, we were, able to survive that round. Also, this is kind of like Pen. So I could go that. Otherwise, I probably would want... I honestly think that there's nothing really that I want. I guess this is okay. I'm somewhat fine with just having this and nothing else. Dude, we have so much curse power. There's no other silver curses that I really would want. I would prefer to have a gold or prismatic one, if anything. So that's why I don't really care about that. Dude, I am not taking any damage at all. Do I have my curse power stacked? Oh, I do. I already have it stacked to where it needs to be, so we'll just continue doing this. This is actually so crazy. We're so powerful. This curse is so crazy for, like, just making it so you're invincible, like, as a magic damage dealer, because I feel like a lot of mages just stack it so easily, so being able to fully stack it and just get a free, like, I mean, 62 armor and 62 MR is, like, what, for, like, items, like a regular item, 40 on that, 50 on that. I know it doesn't give us... Okay, so I guess Rukern gives 80, which is like a pretty significant amount, but we're going to have that soon. And we get the armor as well. It's so nuts. For a silver augment, too. Okay, so I think I just buy another legendary mage item, and then we hold on to our money still to get a prismatic in the future. Because I feel like the prismatics still are the things that could make us even more broken than we are. I think. Otherwise, I could totally go with Zanya's as well. I'm gonna take Rod of Ages, because honestly, being tanky isn't bad at all. I could always sell it later on, too, if I really need to. Okay, this Mundo does have Force of Nature, so obviously I'm not gonna be able to, like, dish out that much damage to him. Because of that, but... I'm trying to get over to this other person so I can just go for her rather than go for the Mundo. So I'm like super focused on just trying to kill her. I already got my full stacking. That person dies. I'm just gonna toss her away so she can't be rezzed too. Use the blast cone to just get her out. So how we can win this is through hopefully being able to just use our rune carver. But I guess besides the rune carver, maybe my Yuumi will never die too. Like if she's attached to me, so we'll always win the Ring of Fire rounds. Wow, she has so much heal and shield power. I also have Omnivamp or Magic Pen. I honestly feel like I don't even need Magic Pen. I kind of just deal enough. Like, is it necessary? Maybe it is, actually. I'll take it. I can probably buy one anvil and still afford a prismatic on that other round. Because the AD and AP is so close to the AP, I'll just get the one that does both. I like how she had to stop chasing because there was no way for them to actually catch back up. Oh, the stun did hit me pretty well. Definitely not tanky enough to, like, blast through all of this. I definitely know that. The thing is the amount of damage that they can deal is a little bit ridiculous. Also, Yumi's trying to use her, ring to get me, but she knew that there was no way to survive with how much damage they would deal. Yeah, it's kind of a problem. Maybe if I actually had a magic pen, or maybe I need anti-heal. That's what could have went so hard, huh? Now that I think about it. Anti-heal would be so crazy. Because I still feel like we just play for the rune carver damage. Even though I could totally still go the, Landry's as well. I don't even think it's necessary. Wonderful news about the curse stuff. True Shot, Doomsayer. We'll take Doomsayer. Doomsayer is another curse power augment, and I had 350, so it's giving me like an absurd amount of AP right now. Absolutely bonkers amount. Next round is one that I can buy a prismatic. If I wanted to buy one, I would probably go Detonation Orb. I still probably get caught out, though, because I'm so immobile, too, huh? Being immobile kind of sucks. Wow, I actually don't take damage. Hello? Yeah, I am very, very tanky, I guess. I rooted him. I'm trying to deal as much damage as I can to, like, be able to stop him, but... Oh, I actually did hit her there. Cool. We probably need a flash, otherwise we're gonna die, so... Because they're just trying to keep me outside of the ring. Another maximum stacking round, so we now have 525 adaptive. Oh my gosh, dude. I still feel like I died to the tanky people, though. What would I want? Diamond Tip Spear, Twilight Edge. Twilight wouldn't work. Sword of the Divine would have been fine if I actually could, like, crit with stuff, but I can't. Locket, Knight, Flesh Eater. I kind of wanted Flesh Eater, not gonna lie. This is kind of like an item that's very nice for shredding, and we already have something that's like a Void Staff, so now that I have one that shreds flat amounts, that's super nice. This shreds 30 armor and 30 magic resist, and then this is the 30%. So this is flat and the other one's not. I really, really like that. What kind of joke is that? I'm hitting the Rumble over and over again, so it's kind of starting to deal a lot. Yeah, we have 500 curse power. Movement speed. Or Fortune Shard. I'll take the movement speed. Dude, I'm so much faster. Yeah, this is exactly why I'd want it, too. Like, I feel like the movement speed is so good for running away from people. I also just got Unbreakable, which is armor and magic resist at a pretty effective rate, so we are very tanky. They have Raid Boss and that person. The Twitch has Clown College. We can maybe just one-shot the Twitch if he tries to kill us, I guess. Otherwise, I will try to maybe just use my Q onto them, and then I'll save my E for him to show up. Because I feel like I shouldn't instantly die to him, right? He doesn't have enough pen. He'll just be dead. We are so powerful. Also, the Twitch damage is way more than I was expecting, considering how tanky I am. 700 adaptive from the 560 curse. 560 curse is ridiculous. I almost want to just build a Jack Show. Like, Jack Show will literally make me so tanky because it's going to increase my armor and magic resist by a percentage. Holy crap, I'm pretty sure that the item haste one is, like, the best thing to get. The item haste one lowers the CD of how quickly your damaging abilities can generate stacks from Runecarver, and I think it might work with that in such a way that maybe I, with my plants, will trigger Runecarver so frequently that, Wait, does it trigger Energize too? Damaging abilities generate stacks. I need to know how it works. For generating stacks of Energized, or if it's... I still need to just walk around. No, it has to be generating stacks of Energized. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense, I guess. Because you can always trigger it if it just always said 100 with your abilities and there's no cooldown of it. So yeah, I'm hoping to make it where my plants just constantly trigger the stacks so I can stack Runecarver way faster. That's the idea. That's what I'm hoping for. If it doesn't work that way, then it sucks. Also, we maybe can sell Rod of Ages. I don't know if we really need it anymore. Oh, we would probably sell Sword Boots, actually. Detonation Orb would be so crazy to have, but also any tanky item would be fine, too. I'd be fine with tanky Prismatics. Otherwise, the Jack Show is probably going to be the replacement, just to make me even tankier. We're versus a Mundo Senna. I don't know if Senna is so powerful that she can maybe just one-shot us. She has 100% crit chance with 644 AD. She might be able to out-sustain us, too, because... Oh, we have Morellos now, actually. Oh, I cannot survive, dude, because the Mundo has 1,100 AD. Like, hello? What am I supposed to do about that? Yeah, I can't kill this guy fast enough either because I don't have my ultimate up. But I did kill her with my Rune Carver, though. I feel like the Rune Carver is not stacking as much as I was hoping. I think it needed to be stacking even more than this, but still... We could probably beat the other team, I hope, and then we at least get second, because we can't beat those guys. It's too challenging. They might also face each other if we win this, too. Would Jack Show really be the best? Because I could also go with Thornmail just to help, or I could even go a Randuin's too. I feel like Randuin's could be crazy. Let's also just buy a blue pot. Please die, dude. Please die. Please die. I want to fight the Mundo again. I feel like we might be able to beat them next time. We might be strong enough. 700 curse power. The Rod of Ages probably doesn't really give that many stats at this point. It probably doesn't really matter to have. Otherwise, I could buy another prism. Oh, I can't. Yeah, then we'll probably just build the Jack Show. And let's just build, like, the HP, because, I mean, that'll give us, like, 700. Let's hope that this will be enough. I feel like they're just gonna run. Isn't that, like, the best way to play it, I guess? Oh my gosh, we beat them because of the ring. Oh no, he also was like trying to heal himself. So yeah, that was ZYRA in Arena. We had a really, really crazy run, didn't we? So thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Did 130k damage. My Rune Carver kind of carried it. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Have a great day. Bye.